Grain to glass video. I brewed an all-grain Dunkel Kellerbier with fresh hops from my garden. This is my autumn big annual brew. It's that easy, right? Just call it a Kellerbier if it haven't cleared up yet. Let's kick it.
This is your final warning. I do weird stuff on camera just for you. Experimenting with chaos, that's what I do. If it all blows up, that's just part of the plan. Infotainment and it's caffeine in my hand. Mom says bring snacks and don't make a fuss. Plotting world domination, one word with us. Dr. Hans Brewery.
I'm Dr. Hans, this is Chewy. And this is Dr. Hans Brewery, my channel about beer and home brewing. So before I pour the beer, and we will find out how much 1% of Carafa Special III adds to a beer. Yeah, I'm going to run through the entire recipe. And this also was fermented with Angel Yeast BF27, which kindly sponsoring this video. This is one of my favorite blog yeast. And I will link to Angel Yeast Brewing portal page down below. Go and check them out. You will probably want to see the brew day, right?
There is a warm cup of coffee. If there is a laugh to share, it's with you. In morning light, you hear my story. Oh, and it's good to have a friend like you. There are times when I wanna be lonely. There are times when life can be downright cruel. Life is up and it's down, oh it's all up, that's how you remind me. Oh, that it's good to have a friend like you. With summer barbecues to shake me, and midnight runs from red and blue lights. Wherever life seems to take me. Oh, that it's good to have a friend like you. There are times when I wanna be lonely. There are times when life can be downright cruel. Yeah. Life is up and it's down, oh it's all love, that's how you remind me. Oh, that it's good to have a friend like you.
Was that epic? Let's pour the beer. My fancy setup. So this actually got split up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different vessels. So this is a lager version, and it has not cleared up just yet. Maybe the edit note can clear this thing up. I can help you with the thumbnail, mate, but I'm not gonna track your glass during the entire episode. If you want to cheat, why didn't you just add gelatin? It's not as dark as you see it, more that color, like almost like an amber color. Tight, a slight off-white head. I'm picking up some malt here. Let's quickly run through the recipe, but this recipe will be downloadable on my Buy Me a Beer page. So this is a quite big batch. Can give you the percentage also. This is a 63-liter batch. And I used 13 kilos of Pilsner malt and 125 grams of Carafa Special III. So that's 99% Pilsner malt and 1% Carafa Special III. I start mashing this quite low. I think I started around 60, and I ramped the mash temperature during mashing. I did a mash out around 78 degrees Celsius, and then I added the Carafa Special III. I'm using a method called top mashing. Has several videos about that. Gives you smooth beers. And yes, of course, this is Carafa Special III, so maybe it's cake upon cake, som you say in Swedish, kaka på kaka, but it's an easy process, getting a smooth beer. Should we try it? Cheers. Really clean fermented. I did ferment this hot with the Angel Yeast BF27 log yeast, but I did ferment this under pressure. But before we go into the fermentation, maybe we should end the brew day. And I sparged it to the full volume, brought it to a boil. I did a 60-minute boil. I did add some yeast nutrient, BrewNutri-Z, also from Angel Yeast, around the 50-minute mark. And I used all of my hops. I got 1 kilo and 70 grams from my hop harvest. But you have to consider that this is wet hops. When calculate using wet hops, I usually divide it by 4 or divide it by 3. It depends on how wet they are. And this felt very dry, so I divided it by 3 times when calculating the bitterness. They feel a little bit wetter, I would divide it by 4 times. And that numbers I've got from drying my own hops. And what I usually do for the alpha acid, and I look at that variety and just place myself in the middle there. If you use those numbers, that will make good beer. Will it be accurate? No, probably not. It will make good beer. And at the end of the day, we can measure everything and yada yada yada. We are home brewing here. You could probably send it to somewhere to find out the alpha acid, or you can just be a home brewer and wing it. Wing it like the doctor. As flame out, I added all of my hops, 1 kilo and 70 grams. And I had to use the grain basket as the hop spider. Yeah. And I let that steep for around 30 minutes. And this is not screaming of hops. This is from my Hallertau Mittelfrüh plant. I did put out a video of the hop plant system, the tippable hop pulley thingy, which I MacGyvered, and I also have a dedicated video of the hop harvest day. We are getting bitterness, but it's not like Pilsner bitterness. It's more, if you compare it to like a Dunkel or the Helles, maybe, if that gets you in the ballpark. And we have some really nice maltiness here. I don't have a control without the Carafa. I will have many different versions of this beer to do versus videos. I did rehydrate the yeast, BF27, and was really active and climbed out of the vessel. And I fermented this under pressure. I started this around 20 degrees Celsius, around 20 psi-ish, and I ramped the temperature during fermentation. And this kicked off instantly. Next day it was running. So I started this fermentation at 20 C under pressure and ramped it up during fermentation. Day 4 it was like done, and it was sitting at 23 degrees Celsius, and I left it for another 2 days just to be sure. and now it has been sitting for quite some times, a couple of weeks, but it's still not perfectly clear, but it has cleared up nicely. I could have added some gelatin to speed things up. And the head retention on this beer, I did not add any wheat or anything. The head retention on this beer is really good. This did not ferment down as much as I thought it would. This ended like 10-14. I lost quite a lot of yeast because it was so active, or I used a too small container when we were hydrating it. I also did not oxygenate the wort, pure oxygen. So we ended out like 10-14 with an OG of 1053, which would give us ABV around 5.1%. But we have a very nice, clean fermented malty lager. So smooth, great mouthfeel. I love what the BF27 brings to the table. That's the Weißwein strain, right? I think that summed up most part of the brew day. I do have a dedicated beer for my Only Hands followers, aka Patreon. We'll record a Sunday beer with you, me and Chewy. But I have earlier actually brewed a beer with the same hops, with the same yeast, and not with Carafa Special III. Go and check it out. You reached the yeast hotline. Press 1 for stuck fermentation. Press 2 for... Oh, hey mom. My word's bubbling backwards, man. Oh, great. Another exorcist batch. Try spinning the fermenter clockwise and say 4 Hail Marys. 4 out. Gotta sanitize the rosary too, huh? I told them not to ferment on Halloween.